On this episode of that very special episode of That Kingsville Podcast, we're at the Kingsville Brewery Beer Garden.
We're outside.
We're outside in the sunshine-ish.
Yep.
Very special topics, very special content. Municipal election. We're a month out from candidacy closing. Talk about that. Talk about Kevin getting pelted with a Canadian flag.
I love Canada.
Local happenings, all that and more on this episode of That Kingsville Podcast. That Kingsville Podcast is still proudly brought to you by Kingsville Brewery. And if you're wondering why today's episode sounds just a little different, it's because we're not in the studio. We're hanging out at the Kingsville Brewery Beer Garden. Woo! And honestly, if you're going to record a podcast somewhere, this isn't a bad office.
That's right.
There's going to be local live music here later today. People catching up over a pint, and great food from a different local vendor happens here every weekend. And one of the best patios in Windsor and Essex County.
I was here yesterday with the kids. Schooled me at Go Fish.
Well, hey. It's got that feeling where you stop in for one beer, and the next thing you know, someone says, "Hey, where'd the last 3 hours go?" That's the Kingsville Brewery Beer Garden.
Yep.
Now, everyone knows the brewery makes fantastic beer. The Light A lager is crisp, clean, and ridiculously easy to drink.
Ooh, this guy.
Yeah.
That's this guy.
The Hazy IPA brings flavor without trying too hard. And the Hefeweizen, smooth, refreshing, and perfect on a warm summer afternoon. But here's something a lot of people don't know. There's a few drinks you can only get right here at the beer garden. It's the Radler.
The Radler.
The Radler's on tap here at the beer garden.
Hop water, too. I don't know
and
if
hop
it's
water.
Available elsewhere. Hey, Kim, is the hop water available elsewhere? Nope. Just here.
Yeah, beer garden exclusive.
Delicious.
Radler's light, citrusy, incredibly refreshing, and basically it's summer in a glass. And if you're in the mood for something a little different, don't miss the pink lemonade ready to drink in the can, which you can order.
Yep.
It's bright, refreshing, and dangerously easy to enjoy on a sunny Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it's
now,
pink.
Fair warning, you come here once, you're going to start checking the weather for one reason. Not rain, for patio weather. Because you spend an afternoon here with a cold drink, live music, and good company, your backyard starts looking like it needs a little less attention. Beer garden open each week. Fridays, Saturdays from 11 to 9, Sundays from 11 to 8. Every weekend there's live music and a different food vendor serving up something delicious and a whole lot of reasons to stay for just one more. Visit Kingsville Brewery right here at 140 Park Street. Head over to kingsvillebrewery.com. Check out all the selection they have, free delivery in Windsor and Essex County. Kingsville Brewery, for those who wander and those who've already found their favorite patio. Thank you, Kingsville Brewery, for supporting That Kingsville Podcast. Woo! See how I did that? It was a patio exclusive.
Love that. That's fine. I'll just take it.
This is a Kingsville cape or Canadian flag cape.
Shouldn't hit too hard.
Welcome to That Kingsville Podcast. It's Dave, Kevin, and Steve. Live on location. Live to tape. Whatever. We're here from the Kingsville Brewery Beer
Recorded
Garden.
live.
Thanks, Gary. Gary Glass, our producer.
In front of a live studio audience.
Live studio audience. Thank you, everyone, all for indulging us in this wonderful podcast. So appreciate your patience. But
Wait, watch this, an old radio trick.
So yeah, patio's back. We missed it. We're coming back. We wanted to do an episode here for a while. So here we are. A lot happening in Kingsville. Outside, it's the summertime. What a better place to have, like the ad read said. Not a bad place to film a podcast.
Not a bad place to film a podcast.
You know, Gary, we've done open streets a couple of times. We've done a couple other events, and coming up later this year in early fall, we'll still have our Meet the Candidates event, which we will be announcing here soon. One of the things that Steve and the Kingsville Reporter have had over the years that we've continued on since the Reporter's no longer, but all the candidates that are running for municipal election, we invite and then have an introductory kind of event for the public to attend and hear what each candidate's platforms are. So
Blackburn Radio helped with a couple of those.
One or two.
Yeah.
Who's counting?
Yeah.
So yeah, we
second billing.
sub like they were around.
Yeah.
We got a month, just under a month, to finish declaring candidacy. So, I should look up the official Kingsville The
official list.
Election update.
The town of Kingsville municipal election update. Carrie, I love that sounder.
We're just bringing it up here.
You can fill dead air.
We've got.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We got some new candidates that have put their name in. The race is really going to the dogs, like this podcast, very quickly, and just how's that internet bandwidth down here by the water?
It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
We're having as well.
Oh, we do have an audience now.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. So the official, as of July 26, 2026, the running candidates for mayor in the town of Kingsville, Mary Ellen Havlick, Roshan Nalaratman, and Thomas Neufeld.
Okay.
For deputy mayor,
that's one new name since our last podcast.
For deputy mayor, Robert Brando and Kimberly DeYoung. For councillor, Janice DeRoche, Adam Edwards, Debbie Jarvis Shawsey, Sherry Lowry, and John Musselman. And it's all the same school board trustees. So,
how many for council is that? I wasn't counting when I was reading. Five. So right now, if no one else puts their name in,
that's your council.
Everyone acclaimed for council.
That's your council.
That makes our job a lot easier when we host a candidates night.
Yeah, it does.
Well, do we have one at that? Well, no, you got deputy mayor. And you got
we still have one. No, and they will be invited to speak, even if they're acclaimed, because we've done that before too.
Of course, yeah.
Especially with deputy mayor, which in the past has been the one that has usually the fewest candidates.
Right. Yeah. But starting to see a lot more candidates on social media kind of putting out their introductory posts. And one of the things, the criticisms that I know we've talked about a little bit was the use of AI and repetitiveness in nature of what's being posted. And I get it. Everybody wants to do the same kind of things. It's just a lot of AI slop.
It's a lot of slop. And you can immediately tell if you just read and you notice like, oh, that's 3 points separated by a comma. And that's very liberal use of em dashes and semicolons. Yeah. Like immediately when you read, you can tell that it wasn't written by a human. It was a human said, I would like to post something that's intelligent that is about these 3 key points. Can you please write me social media content that would be good for these different platforms to touch on these with this nice, friendly sounding tone? And can you also create an image that would match the same social media post? And here is a reference image to use to base that image on.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
And you basically now I've just been the campaign manager for about 15 different candidates across Essex County.
And your message gets lost because of repetitiveness, right?
Exactly.
And because there's too much information. But one thing that I know as every candidate announces their candidacy, they want to state certain things that are just the norm for a candidate. They want to be open to opportunity. They want to be progressive. They want to make the right change. They want to listen. Great. Fantastic. But what are you bringing that other candidates aren't? Like stating the fact that you're going to listen, you're for the people, you're for the town. Fantastic. I think that's everyone's motivation to run for
I think that's assumed as soon as you put your name in.
Correct. So, to start discussing how, when elected, what things you would implement or how you would progressively, build on the community. I think that's something that's not been focused on yet so far. Now, mind you, we're still in the open period for candidacy announcements. There's still lots of time.
19 days
for candidacy. But then when they start campaigning wholeheartedly, there's a lot of people that have to get their message out all at the same time. So how are you differentiating yourself? What are you bringing? And do you understand what it is that you can have impact or change on?
I think one of the keys is whenever I'm going through candidates' literature, I'm trying to determine what their biases are. And every every person brings biases into their thinking, whether it's conscious or unconscious, but having an idea of like, okay, this person generally feels this way about things or that way about things. And those are not traits that typically you're able to easily change by having a conversation with someone. So when people are saying things like, oh, well, I'm going to listen to all sides and then come up with an idea. Well, it's your biases that will form that idea after you listen to all sides. Right. And if you're never actually saying what some of those ideals and thoughts are, then people have no idea what it is that you actually are standing
am I aligned with your bias or your direction, rather than just saying I'm going to listen and then make a decision.
It's a very good way, though, to seem like you're supporting everybody. But it's also a good way to sound like you're supporting nobody.
Very much so. Yeah, like I'm going to listen to everybody and then make a decision, which is and how. And we mentioned on a previous episode as well too about how some of the topics of discussion and concern in general public. Municipal government has no ability to have any impact on, and utilizing messaging like that to try and kind of persuade somebody to think that you have an impact if elected, that's slightly manipulative in the fashion that, hey, if I vote for this individual, then I'm going to get my way, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm going to be able to not have to pay higher, federal taxes or whatever have you. Not saying that anyone's doing that, but most of the things that you should be declaring or discussing when you're running should be things within your ability to have impact on, right? Don't overcomplicate your campaigning with messaging that you have no ability to have influence on.
And as a voter, you've got to look at it in the sense of, okay, this one individual, their ideals might align with mine, but it's essentially you need 4 people, right? Yeah. Whose ideas align with yours. And that's, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get 4 people thinking the exact same. At least I'd like to think you weren't. But you're going to find that 5 or 6 may have the same common goals. But just because one person says, yes, I want this, and as a voter, I'm like, yeah, I agree totally. You're still going to have to look at it and say, well, yeah, but in order to get this done, it's a majority, and I need 4 people who I can put my trust in.
Yeah, routinely, we still get approached, and I was approached at Zares yesterday doing a little grocery shopping about whether or not the 3 of us were going to run, which I'm, again, flattered. Like, thank you for the recognition of considering one of us being capable enough to run for town council is great. But
I already know not enough thought I was.
No, Kevin, nobody likes you that much. Nobody likes you that much. But to that point, you need a collective body of council and members that are working together towards resolving an issue or developing some sort of initiative. If you get a council that's fractured, you draw stalemates all the time, right? Nothing ever gets voted. It's always drawn out. Yeah. There isn't any kind of cohesiveness. Not to say that everybody's got to be a pushover and just go along with the flow, but to your point, Steve, finding commonality or common ground towards a trajectory.
Well, the other side of it too is there's a lot of big issues that are going to be hitting council over the next term, right? There's whatever the plans are for the school properties. The town currently doesn't own them. So what are the plans going to be? How do you help manage and deal with the development that happens on those pieces of property? You're going to have a brand new road that's going to be built on the west side of town, along with new commercial development and residential development during the next term of council. You're going to have some very serious tax questions around how do you deal with inflation? How do you deal with contract increases? How do you deal with shrinking reserves and increased costs of debt? And all of those things are going to shape the town for decades. Mm-hmm. And it seems like a lot of the candidates are more eager to say that they need to learn and listen. And there's a lot of education that should be happening now to be ready to hit the ground running when those issues start coming up. if all you're doing for the first year or two is listening to people, then you're not making decisions.
Right.
And there are a lot of big decisions that have to be made. This isn't to any specific candidate. I'm concerned in general by the number of candidates who are saying they need to listen and learn. Well, do it now. There are lots of council reports. You can start reading through the Planning Act, understanding these legislations, what your ability is, what your ability isn't. You don't need to wait to be elected to start learning what the issues are.
Oh, and that can be a part of your campaigning platform is the fact that you've understood what it is. So hitting the ground running, if elected, you've got the background and can enact and can work towards resolution goal proposals rather than, the first year or first bid is going to be a acclamation and then execution.
You just don't want people coming in thinking this is a hobby.
Yeah.
Well, it's a popularity contest to a certain extent too, right? Which is any election. It's not just a municipal election. It's any election. Do I like that person and will I vote for them because I like them? Right? So a lot of people are they want to placate and present themselves as being likable to the point that, hey, like me, I can do things for you, and this is what I want to do.
Yeah, and again, if I look at it from the voters' point of view, me personally, I haven't voted for people I like because I don't necessarily agree with their direction or their past decisions or their approach, and I think you have to somehow try and separate that. Like, I might not like this person as much as this other person, but do I think this person's going to do the better job in this role? Yeah, I do.
And that's the excuse that I use to be able to continue on thinking, it's not that people don't like me. It's just that they don't like what I stood for.
Hey, listen, any port in a storm cap, you got to do what you got to do so you can sleep at night.
Right.
But
you're looking at it as the direction, like, who do I feel can best lead this town? Is it my best friend from childhood? Is it, my next door neighbor? Or is it this person that, maybe I'm not as friendly with, but I'd rather put my faith in them and their ability to get this job done than this person. And that's okay. You don't have to tell anybody who you voted for. You can lie in this sense,
sure.
Right? Like, I voted for you. Yeah, I voted for you all. No,
but how many votes do you have? 45?
Again, no, it's a very important thing. And we've said this before, that the municipal council has the greatest impact on our day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
Even voter education. Like, I know a lot of my points have been targeted towards candidacy, but voters do have a little bit of onus of responsibility understanding how their vote gets cast and what they're looking for. Everyone likes to be a critic, right? Everyone likes to say, well, because that person got voted in, this is why this didn't happen, or et cetera, et cetera. So understanding a little bit about what each candidate is trying to propose, right? Rather than just...
Well, and here's a great way to cut through a lot of the BS. Figure out what issues mean the most to you. Make a list. Top three issues in the municipality that matter to you. Do a bit of research on those issues and figure out whether or not you like the direction the council has gone, or you don't like the direction council has gone. Figure out the reason why you like or don't like it, and then ask candidates specific targeted questions.
Yeah, every candidate has the ability to be contacted, right?
Yeah.
Actually, with a slight correction. So I've noticed as well too on the Kingsville.ca website, where all the candidates declare candidacy, some have omitted some information and emails, phone numbers. This is how we contact everyone when we schedule the all candidates meeting or event. So if you're serious and considering running for a position, you've got to be open and transparent and
phone
reachable.
Numbers.
Reachable.
Yeah, and you know what? It's if you're going to be in public office, you need to be available and accountable. And providing a Gmail or is not that, like, vote for blank at Gmail and no phone number.
Yeah.
That's not being open. It's not being accountable. You should be, because you are vying to represent the people that you want to vote for you. they should be able to contact you and ask you questions. Now, I understand privacy concerns, but at the same time, you are vying for public office.
Yeah, you're opening yourself up to that criticism or that contact, and hiding from it or not providing a reasonable methodology for contact doesn't help your case.
Yeah,
and you're someone who's vying for one of 7 positions representing over 20,000 people.
Yeah,
I get it. There's not 20,000 voters, but even if you're under 18, you're still represented by these people in that capacity.
Even drug dealers have phone numbers.
Anyway, now where did we go?
Oh boy, Kevin. We haven't even started drinking yet.
Just go get burners. Just go get yourself go to. I see lots of stuff online about local grocery stores. Some of them have mobile shops. Go in there and get yourself a burner.
Pay as you go cell phone.
Yeah.
Plans? Yeah, no.
Throw it up there.
Hey Kev, let's not aid and abet some illicit activities, right? All right. So other happenings that are happening in the town of Kingsville, and we touched on it, is the Kingsville District High School is now in a state of demolition. And
goodness.
Yeah, we're here. A little touching, little
I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care. Even I do.
It is.
Gary.
It is. Yeah.
I know.
Sorry, Kevin.
But I'm glad.
I don't feel it, but my wife, who typically is the least nostalgic person I know, came over like, I can't believe they're knocking it down. I'm like, you went there for 2 years.
I'm thrilled. Because I don't have to keep looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think had it started to be demolished within the first year of it closing, it would have hit harder. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But we drive by often enough that you kind of see that it's sort of the middle block is starting to disappear of the building.
Yeah,
the shops.
The tech wing got nailed first, and actually, Jen and I were having a coffee outside on the Friday morning, and 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, big huge crash, bang boom. I'm like, I think they've started demolition at the high school. Sure enough, part of the roof was down and whatnot.
And I don't want to see a situation that happened with Leamington.
No,
where
or Harrow.
It just became gradually more decrepit and derelict, and that's to
one
me.
More
that's,
D word,
that's
Steve.
sad.
One more D word.
Dump.
Degraded.
A dump.
1, 2, 3.
No, but you don't want to see it in that sort of state of disrepair. You want to have those memories, and it's like, okay, it's gone. Let's move on. And I think part of what makes it easier for me too is that I have a little bit of insight, obviously, into the new school, and I'm seeing how the morale and the pride in that and in being Coyotes is starting to increase, because those students those students who were Cavaliers for 2 or 3 years have all graduated. So we're at the point now where next year's grade 12s have been Coyotes longer than
Cavaliers. Yeah.
So, and I think that has a big impact.
We also have the nostalgia, because that was where your formidable years are held in those walls. And when you and I went to school, we had 5 years of high school potentially with OAC.
Yep.
So that last year, some took as a bit of a victory lap. Others were quick to exit and move on to life. But the way kids view school has changed in those 30 years, right? Like it's not. Or 25 years, it's not the same feeling. It's not the same sentiment. It's not the same way you attend school.
Yeah.
So their person, because I asked my oldest, she graduated this year, and I said, do you feel any kind of nostalgia for the school being gone or starting to get repaired? And she went, huh? Huh?
It does. It won't kick in for them, right? It takes a while. It takes I went away to school, and when you graduate and you leave and you kind of go and do your thing, it's when you come back that you start to realize, like, oh, I can't just walk in that building anymore.
No, it does. It's no longer there.
It's not there.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. We've focused primarily on the former KDHS, but if you look at it from the elementary angle, there are a lot of people who spent either 10 years at Jack Minor, which isn't going anywhere, or the former Jack Minor, if you will, and 10 years at KPS, which will be demolished at some point.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, your formative years are spent 4 or 5 years in one building, whereas, grade school, you don't have maybe as many memories, you don't have as much nostalgia. But I think maybe for staff, for teachers who taught there. And oh, by the way, I did see that, I don't know if you remember if he was your principal at all, but my first principal when I first came to KPS, Ken Attridge, just recently passed away. So that was a name I hadn't thought of for a while, but it was unfortunate. But a lot of people will know that name in town from their students or staff members. But going back to staff members, they're the ones put in 10, 20, 30 years in a building like that. And it'd be interesting to know what they think, because when we went by yesterday, Tam actually said, it is a little bit sad. And she said, I'll be more sad when they get to, so it would be the easternmost block. Yeah. And then the 600 hallway, which is the very small second level in that building. Yeah. So.
And it's everybody's got their mementos, right? They had a big merchandise sale beforehand to celebrate, the Cavaliers and years of Cavalier legacy and whatnot.
I wonder who bought the gym mats.
Well, that's what I was getting to. Is like, where are we going to see these things that? And it was, we mentioned last episode, Gagnon Demolition is selling off certain parts of the school, like the hardwood gym floor, some of the water fountains, the gym mats that they're emblazoned with the Kingsville Cavalier logo. There are like significant artifacts that are being removed from the school that can appear again, and it'll be interesting to see where they show up. Right? Who bought the gym mat? Where's it going?
Yeah, exactly.
But, I enjoyed the closings. I did manage to get a couple of banners along the way.
Yeah, so did I. So did I. And we did our episode where we went and walked the halls through the grand exit, and interviewed a few teachers like Norm Buchanan, who I'm hoping to have a further conversation with, because as you mentioned, the staff have been there for 30 plus years in certain cases, at least in our experiences, and those individuals had life-changing impact on generations of people in this town, which is why the sentiment and the sadness for the end of an era is felt by so many people in Kingsville. So, the naming controversy didn't help.
It's just such a sour taste, I think, in the communities.
Yeah, and yes, they will build a following around the new school and the new name and whatnot, but the small town feeling and pride that we had in Kingsville District High School was tarnished when that controversy happened.
It's difficult to get. I mean, I don't have kids.
You should now
there, but it's difficult to get behind it.
Well, you should get behind it just because we said so. Do you like us? today?
You know what? I can. You guys are fine. I can get behind though the fact that there's not going to be a town hall there, because what a horrific use of property that would have been.
Do we know that for sure?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Well, I mean, the town doesn't own it, so
not right now.
What are you guys alluding to?
I'm just saying no, but who knows?
There's
properties,
possibility.
Yeah,
whoever the owner is,
parcels
of
land could be sold, could be traded, could be.
All I can say is that would be one of the worst uses of prime real estate in this town.
Yeah.
Can you? When was the last time you were at town hall?
When's the last committee meeting that I attended there?
Those don't happen at town hall anymore.
But that's the last time I was at town hall.
When was the last time you were at town hall?
And not delivering anything.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, as a resident.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been as a resident.
Right, because no one needs to go. It does not need to be in a prime location.
No, it doesn't.
The only thing is the town hall is an office building. Is an office building for people who administrate town affairs to go and work. And if you eat up a prime piece of real estate, in my opinion, that's just them showing off that they want to be able to have a pretty place to go and work in the middle of town.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but a new town hall would include a new council chambers, correct? You would assume?
Oh, yeah. We would have to.
That makes it central. That makes it parking accessible.
There's
There are lots of other places that are.
I agree.
It's not.
I'm just saying that.
Lots of greenfield you can build that are outside of the downtown
literally
core.
Anywhere.
But if you look where everyone else's town hall is, they're all pretty central to their main downtown core.
Yeah, and I think that Kingsville has the ability to not fall into the trap of what used to be a place that people needed to go do business. With the invention of the internet, we are no longer required to go to town hall to do business. So it's now a spot that people go to if they need a building permit, or if that's even done online. There's not a reason to go to a town hall as a resident any longer. So there's no reason for it to be in the middle of town. If you want to create civic space, which was the argument for the town of Leamington at the time, then just create civic space. Yeah. Because the town of Leamington got themselves into a situation where they built a town hall because they wanted civic space. They built civic space beside it that never gets used.
No, ever. Ever. And listen, we can even draw parallels towards what the initiative of a building was here in the town of Kingsville that is horrendously underutilized and does not hold the main intention of a facility that it was supposed. It was over there.
And you know what? I'll finish answering a question for the town of Kingsville, because I noticed that someone asked, is any of the money from the ELK sale going to come back to the town of Kingsville?
Hang on, just real context. We sold our portion of ELK in 2008.
Right.
Not our ownership of the town of Kingsville's ownership of ELK was sold to Essex in 2008.
And what did that money go to, Dave?
We're
the
looking
building
at,
you were just referring to? Oh, look at it. It's right over there. Yeah. I can see that
balcony you can't use.
Yeah, the balcony you're not allowed to walk out on.
Nobody's there.
So if you're wondering, that's what happens when towns build buildings in places that build a building that they shouldn't be building in a location that it shouldn't be put.
Right. With an intention that isn't suited for that location. Yeah. Right. There's
if you want to have council, like if you want to sit and be a counselor on Main Street, then go build yourself a fancy little office space to go hold a council meeting so people can walk by and you can feel like you're big and looking out on Main Street. Well, otherwise, move it, because the town staff do not need to work on Main Street.
Oh, I agree. I agree, Kev. Let's not fight. No, I agree, and I know why you're adamant about it, because it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense,
and it only drives cost in the taxpayers' dollars to build a showpiece.
And now they've and the one argument that
okay, let's just go with it. It's not going to be there then.
No, because I'll tell you, if you put it there, then all right, great news. You just put town staff that are going to work downtown, right? Mm-hmm. That's fantastic for downtown businesses. Except you allowed all the ones to be built away from the rest of downtown. Yeah. So now they're going to go and be walking to support fast food restaurants. Yeah. Because you split the two downtowns.
Yeah. I like Leamington. I know we used that as a parallel a long time ago.
You know what'd be great? Throw up some commercial on that site. Some mixed use commercial right along the roadway.
If only there was a guy named Committee Dave.
That's
almost 10 years ago.
Extend a proper downtown with mixed use commercial on the lower, apartments or condos on the upper, and then throw some housing in behind it, and away you go. And that's the proper use for that property.
Yes, I agree. We're just regurgitating things.
Not a fancy building for council to sit in and make decisions.
Steve, you're agreeing just so we don't turn this sideways.
No. I fully get what he's saying. I don't think that it's necessarily the worst place to put the town hall, and I've said that all along. However, he makes very compelling points, very passionately.
You know, it'd be great. Build. How about a proper performing arts center?
Yeah,
like knock Migration Hall down because it's a gym with a stage. Yeah. And build a proper performing arts center in that location
with some seating and some acoustics.
Yeah, that'd be a great use of town money. How about you build a gymnasium attached to a library out Road 2 in Jasperson if you want to move a library, and then attach your town hall to that.
Well, that was, I know, and we've talked about it, that was the prime location because it's across from other municipal owned assets that you can combine staff and utilize overhead that's already been accounted for rather than replicating just due to, distance between the two facilities.
Right. And if you want to talk about central locations, it's not that far. It's at the end of Jasperson. You just built a brand new road to go to it.
Correct. Well, correct. Or you could, anyway.
Yeah, did I make my point?
No,
I don't like town hall in the middle of town. Are people aware?
I think you're heard.
Yeah. Okay.
We had another tragedy in the town of Kingsville late yesterday, Saturday, the 25th. We had an announcement. And actually, how did you discover we had an issue, Steve?
My daughter notified us that she was coming home from work early because there was no running water at her place of work.
Kev, did you?
I was at the rodeo.
Yeah.
I found out from text messages from you guys.
I had water pressure the whole time.
As did I. Different main?
I guess. Maybe. Different pipeline. Maybe we have the special pipeline from the town of Kingsville.
Well, here's the thing. No. So I know there was a family, let's call it the previously built part of Woody Crest, the original Woody Crest.
Yeah, the original.
South of Peachwood. They didn't have running water. But we did. So maybe, all that development that used to be Orchard is on a different main.
Yeah, maybe.
But my parents did not have water.
Yeah.
So
they're in Banner subdivision, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it does create complexity. We're under a boil water advisory due to precautionary.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Oh, well,
precautionary is before the testing is done on the water. So the health unit will say, like, we're going to do testing on the water, so issue a precautionary boil water advisory in case.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, and then a proper boil water advisory is, yes, there's problems with the water.
Yeah.
Don't use it.
Yeah. But it does make things difficult, like for businesses today, and until that precautionary advisory is lifted, because they have to protect their customers and clientele. So, I'm sure everybody's making the necessary actions.
Well, just like, so we're at the beer garden today. They had to bring in water and bring in ice because obviously you can't make ice from bad water.
No.
Right. So it creates complexity, like you said.
Hopefully they will find and understand what the issue was and resolve whatever that was, a la like the flooding from a couple of years ago when the
From what I understand, there was a malfunction with the water tower.
Yeah.
It's always the water tower. Maybe it was the turkey vultures. Maybe they came in and said, this property is ours now. They turned it off and they were holding it hostage. I don't know. Is it just me that thinks the turkey vultures run this town? It is me.
I can't say. Have I seen
Have
I seen a number of turkey vultures?
Have you not looked at the water tower from time to time? They convene there. That's like the hangout.
Really?
They watch over the town.
I've never noticed that.
I don't know. Kevin's over in La La Land. You're on the baseball diamonds way too much.
Yeah, probably.
Or the rodeo.
How
was it?
How was the rodeo?
It packed. It was sold out. I was there last night, Saturday night. It was completely sold out. They put on a good show out there. Yeah, just north of what's that town?
Cottam.
Cottam. Yeah, just north of Cottam at Trimble Farms. Yeah, they put on a really good show. It was a lot of fun.
They're able to rope a lot of people into that.
Thanks.
Yeah, now I was tied up in parking for a bit.
Oh, that's understandable.
It was. No, Gary says no. Parking's kind of a pain to get out. It took about 45 minutes or so to get out of the parking lot. But
now, did you wrangle up the whole family to go?
No.
Yeah.
Come on. Yes. Yeah. I'm a part of this game now too.
Well, the parking is, I think, just a lot of people horsing around, trying to get out.
Don't do it.
What?
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, Steve. So Kathy was at Morgan Wallen over at the big house.
Yeah.
So with 75,000 other people,
yes.
The photos and video looked insane. So just me and the kids at the rodeo. So, we were watching Real Cowboys and she was watching, Morgan Wallen.
The show.
But it was it was fun. I like it. I grew up around cows and horses and
we all
nice
did. We all
cows.
We all live in the county.
I like cows.
Were there any cows present at the rodeo?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Did you interview
some
any
some
cow?
small cows, or you might call them calves. There's some steers. There's some bulls. It was great.
Overall, 10 out of 10?
I give it a 9.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it
Solid.
a 9. A solid 9.
Solid events.
I went to get pizza from South Detroit, and they ran out of pepperoni slices, and so I had to get fries. So that brings it from a 10 to a 9.
Well, unfortunately, they can't control everything.
That's not the rodeo's fault.
You still ate.
Yeah.
Jen and I did a...
No, he said 9.
Yeah, I said 9. Yeah, it was a 9.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, it was good.
Don't do it.
It was good. It was good.
Good.
It was fun. They did a big tribute to John Paveo and his family too, which was really nice.
Lovely.
Yeah, still mentioned that they, the work that they did with Sun Parlor Rodeo.
Yeah.
It's the same rodeo company that comes in. Fun fact: the rodeo company that does Sun Parlor Rodeo and now the Kingsville Pro Rodeo is from about 5 minutes outside of my hometown of Omimi. Yeah, the guy lives next to my buddy that I grew up with.
Zero of our listeners care about that, but I'm glad we discussed.
That's fun.
I'm glad
it's a fact.
You're welcome.
It is a fact.
Yeah. So for anyone wondering on their Omimi bingo card, can you mark that off? Pro Rodeo.
You're insinuating somebody has an Omimi bingo card. Nobody has a Kingsville bingo card, let alone Omimi. Oy vey. Well, we also had an event kind of get postponed. The first open.
Sorry, Gary's giving us it's beer time.
Beer time.
Yeah. We'll take it.
Oh.
Thanks, sir.
Well, it's time to start drinking.
It's about time.
It's about time to start drinking.
Yep. Well, it's after 12 o'clock. We're good.
So while we're at the beer garden, we're gonna discuss and showcase and do a little bit of an impartial tasting for what we think and what we feel the best of the best are here.
Yeah,
we enjoy the entire catalog at Kingsville.
Yeah,
Brewery.
You should know they are a sponsor, and we are extremely biased.
Yes, horribly biased, like incredibly biased.
Very biased.
So this will be my first Radler that we're sampling. So.
Want to give us the rundown?
Yep.
What's the official
It's a German Radler, refreshing low alcohol beverage, and it's made by mixing beer with fizzy citrus soda or lemonade, similar to a shandy. British shandy typically contains around 2 or 3% alcohol by volume. This one, 3.7% alcohol, made with real lemon puree. So it is only draft here at the beer garden. $5.
Cheers.
$5. On draft, so let's give it a sip.
All right. We can really smell those lemony notes.
Well, that's
got some nice bite to it.
Hey, you got plans later today?
Well, that's refreshing.
Hey, Kim, that's fantastic.
That's really good.
I'm just gonna.
Thumbs up.
That's really good.
We're broadcasting all day.
You know what? I'll tell you, if it wasn't good, I still would have said it was good. But this is actually good.
What time did they close?
So
is this a 7 or 8 hour podcast?
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be here. We're here all day.
I don't have to come on lawn.
Call the wives.
Oh, wow! Bravo! Kudos.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
And I'm not even joking. Like as the heat goes, that's refreshing.
Yeah, it is.
We're not just shills because of our undying support for the brewery. Yeah. That's like Kevin said. It's lovely. Oh, Steve, you're just dropping that back.
Pounding that one.
I'll tell you though, for me, this one because of that sour note, it's probably like a 2 beer and done for me.
I think what we would find if it was a hot day, much like you drink a glass of lemonade, as the heat continues to perpetuate, it just quenches the thirst a little bit better.
Okay.
That would be gone in seconds after cutting the lawn.
Oh, gosh, yeah. As they say in the beer culture, that's crushable.
Absolutely.
That's crushable. Now, of course, you have to be 19 years of age in order to imbibe in the Kingsville Brewery beers. But again, the hop water.
I just made it.
Yeah, that is non-alcoholic. So you can come here and enjoy other beverages that aren't alcohol related. So
yeah, I think they also have some of the region's most favorite pop.
Yes. Soda.
No, that's good. That's good beer. That's good beer.
That's fantastic. Shall we do the rest?
Yeah, let's do it.
Perfect.
Of the show or the beers?
The beers.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
beers.
I think it's time.
It is time.
Yeah, I think it's time to drink.
the finale is going to be fantastic.
All right, now let's.
Sorry, I have to get this out of me.
What
Okay,
what
it's
happened
gone.
to you?
I had a splinter.
Oh, fun.
You know when you realize you have a splinter and then you're like, oh, this has to get out of me now.
Oh, maybe.
What?
As one does. Well, yeah, you can't come to the brewery and not sample the entire lineup of all their beers. We're going to give like an impartial tasting and whatnot. We're very partial.
Now we had talked. Are we going to do the we'll say what we should be doing with this specific beer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So, while you're drinking these are the things that you should be.
Yeah.
It's a pairing, not a food pairing.
No.
It's an activity pairing.
Activity pairing.
So activity pairing with the entire lineup-ish of Kingsville Brewery beer. And we just had the Radler. So that is, in my opinion, poolside
Oh, yep.
and or just finished cutting the grass and need something to quench your thirst.
For sure.
Yeah. I'll take like sixth inning of a baseball game.
Oh,
Like right, like as that
In the heart
heat's
of it.
just kind of hitting you right in the face.
in the heart of it.
Yeah.
Steve?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So
Steve says.
one of the flagships.
So hold on.
Whoa.
Kim, is there an order we should be doing these in?
That's what I was.
Lightest to darkest.
Yeah.
All right.
So lightest would be either the hazy or the hef. Oh, we want to go light A first. Yeah, that's where I was going. So the light A, one of the flagship light A lager.
Cheers.
This one's my favorite.
Yeah.
I know this one very well.
This is a regular around the Hunt household. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It does get. See.
Oh, that's good.
No. You can do his tasting the way he wants to, Gary. It's fine.
Ah, it's good.
Yeah, these are the ones where like you can dress it up. You can just go as much as you want.
Yeah, this is like this is a solid work's been hard today and I need something to dull the pain.
Or no, let's not use alcohol.
Oh no.
Or how about just a refreshing treat as after a hard day at work?
Okay, I like that.
Could also just be wet your palate.
Yeah.
You start with that, and
Wet.
then
I like it.
it kind of sets the table literally, as we've just done, for something a little bit darker, a little bit stronger.
4%.
I mean, if you're there, if you're going out and you're planning on having a couple, and again, we have to say this because it is how we all feel, but you do it responsibly, obviously.
Of course. Yeah.
But if you know you're going out, you're going to have a couple. That's a nice way to start.
It's a good 5 p.m. Friday beer.
5 p.m. Friday. I like that. I like that idea.
I'm good with 4.
Oh,
4
Yeah.
p.m. Yeah,
Yeah,
4 p.m.
I
Friday.
finished a little earlier.
Yeah, you're finished
Yeah.
work a little earlier.
So
I get a head start.
So now we would be moving.
This is also a good breakfast beer.
Good grief.
Actually, I have tailgated from time to time, and
Kevin, they're going to be calling
sampled
you
that.
for an intervention soon.
Yeah,
All right, what's next?
Which is which?
So this is the hazy
Okay.
IPA. So the hazy IPA.
Now I have to throw this out there. I'm not a big IPA guy.
Nor am I. So
Steve is.
Yeah, you're skipping.
Yeah.
I'm skipping.
I'm going right for that.
And I'm not saying it's bad beer. I just don't drink IPAs.
Oh, that's not tart at all.
No, that's it has that like grapefruit smell that
Mhm.
that was making me think I'm gonna
Yeah, pucker.
not enjoy this
Yeah.
at all.
No.
But I enjoyed it. This is good.
6.5% alcohol by volume. The hazy IPA.
It does not taste like that.
No, it doesn't.
Ooh. This is good. I like this.
I would say this is a lovely introductory beer to someone who isn't familiar with IPAs, and that isn't going to make them like spit it out. Like Steve, I'm not even joking. You're that anti IPA. It's not terrible.
It's not bad.
It's not the taste.
Okay.
But
It's the aftermath.
It's the sentiment behind
Oh, it's the aftermath.
the aftermath.
Yes.
Oh,
They just don't sit well. Let's put it that way.
hazy IPA. Good. Like,
Yeah, it's good.
well, what's it for?
Good
What would
ale.
you pair it for?
Ooh. Hold on. This is that like I just drank something that's a little too thick and I got to cut it. Like I gotta get through it to move on to the next thing. This is that, like, how do I, I don't know how to explain it. I would drink this beer if I just drank something I didn't like to refresh my palate, and then drink something that I would enjoy.
Yeah,
this is a good palate cleanser.
Yeah. Also, like, probably the reason why you don't like them is because you've had a couple and it puts you off of something. Like, I think I want more of that. And I don't drink IPAs, so.
Here, I'm going to just have a little bit of Steve's. That's good.
Go ahead, have all of Steve's.
Please.
So now we're moving into another staple in the Kingsville Brewery lineup, the Czech style lager. And this is my personal favorite.
This is your go-to?
This is my go-to.
Yeah. This is like your everyday beer.
This was the original, right?
This is the original. Well, one of the originals. The stout was the original.
Stout was the original.
Yes, actually, Mark, I remember he showed up one day with a couple of cans at the reporter office.
Yeah. Stout was the original.
Weren't labeled or anything, and we had a deadline, so we're like, best way to reach the deadline is to have a stout.
So the reason, well, why not? Yeah. The reason why I like it is because it's flavorful, and it isn't your typical lager that we get in a can or a bottle around here, right? Like, it's got enough of a flavor profile that, like, it's interesting and it's not offensive.
Yeah, this is a good beer. I drink this beer when I want to sit down with a beer. This isn't the opener. This isn't the situational beer. This is the beer.
This is one you could have a couple of. You're watching the game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. When I'm tailgating or watching football or baseball, I crack a couple of these. I even say this is my hamburger beer.
Oh, that's
like if I'm barbecuing.
Yeah, good call.
Like, it's a hamburger beer. Like, I'm going to stand there and have a beer and barbecue hamburgers.
Did you just make that term up?
Hamburger beer?
Yeah.
Patented by Dave Hunt.
I like that.
2026. It's hamburger beer.
That's a really good.
You heard it here first, Kim.
Yeah, this is a hamburger beer.
Check
this is like you're gonna go grill a hamburger.
Exactly.
I'm hungry now.
I know it's 12, and hey, listen, the today it's Roaming Flavors food truck that's here. You do have a smash burger, don't you? I like your mustache.
That would pair well with the Czech, I'll tell you.
What, the mustache?
His mustache.
Well, that's probably more of a stout.
The smash burger.
It is a stout, but yeah, that's. Hey!
I knew it.
Everybody got to be somebody.
This is good.
Listen.
He's nursing this one.
There we are. Oh, he's also drinking for two because.
Oh, why? Because he took a sip of the one I didn't want.
Hold on.
Good grief!
I gotta cleanse that palate. There we go. All right.
Attaboy. Here's Steve's favorite.
Favorite in the summer for sure.
The
Hefeweizen.
This is along the lines of the first one. Was that the Radler?
Yeah, the Radler.
Yeah.
Refreshing. Another one that just This is actually this is a perfect poolside drink.
See, here's where I differ. I hate wheat beer.
Yeah,
hate wheat beer.
Oh, I like wheat beer.
I hate wheat beer.
Yeah, I could sit by the pool and just slowly.
But I'm a pro, and I'm going to choke this back. Unlike you and the hazy. Hefeweizen. Just have never liked wheat beer. I don't know. Maybe it's just my weird palate.
I can drink it for you if you really don't want to.
Again,
apparently I've got to compensate.
First,
I'm a professional, Steve.
What? So here's a question. What was when you were a kid? What was when you're drinking when you were just legal age, or not that I ever condone that you would ever do it before that, but like when you got to that moment where it was legally possible, what was your go-to beer?
Oh, Labatt Blue.
Yeah.
Blue?
Yeah.
Blue.
I was just going to say,
we're in
Pilsner.
We're in blue country. Yeah, exactly. Pilsners. Exactly. It's blue. It was blue country down here.
See, for me, it was a wheat beer.
What wheat beer?
It was, it was Kawartha Lakes Brewery Raspberry Wheat was the one. And so...
Okay, not all of us started drinking in like craft beer land.
Well, there's not much to do in Omimi.
So,
except talk to the rodeo guy.
I can't tell the story because it's not legal. but it was a beer that could be acquired. like when you needed to acquire it.
Was it because nobody was drinking it and there was plentiful abundance?
I'd say that, and I'm sure that all of their regulations have changed, but they at a time were a little lax on some of their.
There's a tap on the outside of the building, and you just refill your cup.
It was pretty much. Remember when we were kids, and you could go buy smokes with a note.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, except you didn't need the note.
The 80s were wild. The 80s were
wild.
So Steve, it's poolside for you.
Yeah, another one I can enjoy after cutting the grass too.
Yeah, I'd go with an cutting the grass.
Yeah,
it's good.
Or yard work, so along those lines, just to kind of.
How about run a half marathon?
Oh,
is it after?
How about marathon?
I don't? No. No. I'd go with a light A after a marathon.
Okay. Yeah.
At first, I wouldn't do that.
What about?
I do the Rattler after a half marathon.
Yeah. Well,
which one of us is actually going to run a half marathon?
What about I
ran one.
Attended a town council meeting. Which one would you drink?
All of them.
Yeah.
Just infuse me.
Mix them. Yeah. Which one's best in an IV?
Yeah. No, that's disrespectful.
No, it's not. On that.
That was good.
So of the selection, we did allude to it, the stout, which 6.5% alcohol by volume. The original, as Steve mentioned, I have consumed far more cans of this than I care to divulge.
Yeah.
Fall is here in my mouth.
So I was here.
It's a perfect fall beer.
It's funny you say that. I was here yesterday.
It's pretty gross.
As I mentioned with the kids. And we played a little Go Fish. Kids drank hop water. Mm-hmm. I had my my light A. And but the people ahead of me, there was four of them, they all got stouts. And all I could think to myself was, it's hot. Like, really? Stout.
Yeah, but there's no stout in people's minds sometimes that's what they have to go with.
Do it, Carrie.
No.
Oh, he doesn't.
You got to do it.
This is, I wouldn't myself reach for one in the summertime, but clearly those people are out there.
This is a good shoveling snow, raking leaves.
So I pair it differently. So if I'm eating a steak, I have a stout and a steak because I think that whatever the I don't know what I get some caramel notes, some toasted caramel notes.
That.
Motor oil,
thicker.
No, that's Guinness. I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, it's one of those where the yes, you're right. The occasion's a little bit more specific for me as well too. It's not. I don't reach for it in the summer.
No.
However,
Christmas morning.
Yeah. Well, among other beverages on Christmas morning, but this finds its way in my belly at one point in time.
In the rotation. That's good beer. You can tell, I'll tell you, this one, when you drink it, you can tell why they opened a brewery.
Yeah. And that
good beer.
And I think that's why that it grew in the community, right? Like Steve, you mentioned that Mark brought you some when you were at the Reporter. And that's how I came across it was like, hey, it was, check out this beer that Mark and Derek are brewing and like, holy cow, it's really good. And then COVID hit, and that's all we drank.
Yeah.
Through COVID.
Yeah.
And it
was the dream. You would call, and all of a sudden there'd be a case of beer on your porch.
Like Santa Claus came every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
We couldn't leave. I was close, Steve. Okay. We all made mistakes. All right. COVID doesn't count.
That's the reason we never got COVID. It was the beer.
No spit takes on Gary's equipment.
Yes. Don't ruin. Yeah. Inside joke. So Kevin did a spit take at the other day and spit all over. But we are biased, and of course, we're very appreciative of the fact that we've been supported by the brewery for so long.
Episode 2,
very close to it.
Maybe 3.
Yeah,
I think. Okay, episode 1 was what is wrong with those people. Episode 2 was wow, maybe they're doing a thing. And then episode 3, we had a sponsor.
Yeah, pretty close to it.
Yeah,
if not that.
And it was Mark that reached out to us.
Mark did reach out to us, and we're again very appreciative.
Hey, remember the one we did when Marty was in town? That was fun.
Yeah, we went into the brewery. That was another on location when they had the restaurant on Main Street. Yeah, we interviewed Mr. Turco. You weren't there.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't there. That's right.
Oh yeah, you
weren't there.
It was a good time.
Wow, Kevin. Thanks.
But while the season is here, we encourage anyone come down to the beer garden. You know, the reason why places like this succeed is by support, and we've showcased and provided some feedback on 6 of their offerings here. The pink lemonades and other delicious beverage which we consume by the pool all the time.
Yeah, it's a favorite in the summertime.
Just and for those that don't like beer, like the seltzer,
Question for you.
Yeah, all right.
Is that a muffler job or is that on purpose?
That's on purpose, but that's obnoxious. So whoopsie daisy.
Dog, jeez. Guy made bad choices.
He wants to be somebody. But
like people who want a town hall in the middle of town.
Oh, geez, Kev.
This is Let It Go. Let me.
You're finishing off that hazy.
It's good. It's good, Steve.
So personally, of all, like, what's your absolute favorite of the lineup?
Are we doing a ranking order here? Or we just want the favorite?
Just tip top.
Probably the Czech.
Czech.
Yeah.
I still go light A. Yeah, I like the light A.
Yeah, and I'm Czech as well too.
Yeah,
and I think that
we're checkmates.
Whoa, look at you guys.
Why do you do this, Gary? You know, there's so many other hobbies you could have. Like, you got to be around us every other couple of weeks.
You could just kick me off the show. I mean, if it's that bad. I mean, you guys invited me to join you guys. At any point, you could be like, Steve, we've had enough.
Yeah, Gary created this whole thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll take a week to mourn.
Yeah, you're sorry. Yeah,
take a week to mourn, but I'll get over it.
Oy vey.
You know what it is for me with the light A, and I love the Czech too. Like, Czech is number 2 for me. Hazy IPA is climbing as I continue to drink this one. But I'll tell you, I like the light A because it's one of those you just grab it and drink it.
So can I provide?
It's the universal beer.
Can I provide you a pro tip about the light A? So what I've been doing in the summertime, as one does, so like, hey, I like Corona. Do you like Corona?
I do.
I don't like spending massive amounts of money on Corona. Yeah. So adding a lime to light A lager, completely different profile. It's fantastic. It's like I'm on a siesta on the beach.
Ooh,
it is like Margaritaville. Sans the tequila, but throw lime in it. It's fantastic.
But what if you added a little tequila,
little salt? I could.
Little tahini. We'll throw a little tahini around the top.
What are you guys doing this afternoon? You got any tahini back there? No, maybe.
I know a place that has it.
So do I. So yeah, the lineup, everything that they've got, fantastic beer. Come out to a place like this. Support local businesses. Like, we don't have outdoor patios in mass in Kingsville.
Went for a bike ride yesterday with the kids. My daughter says to me, "I don't want to ride far. Can we just go for a short ride?" I'm like, "All right." So I'm gonna promote a few businesses, and I know Mark will be fine with it because we the good thing about us EDDK members, we all support each other. So you ride, and while we're riding here, ride by the Grove, ride by 106 Weigel, ride by Metawaz, and then come to the beer garden.
Oh,
and then
spits you out right here.
Spits you out right here. Come here, have a beer, play some cards, turn around. And then it wasn't dinner time. Sorry, Anthony. But then go by Metawaz, go back by 106 Weigel, go back by the Grove. So it's Troy Pizza's in there.
Yeah, Beach
House around the corner. Yep. What we have in Kingsville is not normal for a town the size that we are. No. And the reason that all of these businesses exist is because of support. And if you like having this availability, you need to support it.
Well, since we're plugging, we had some fantastic produce from Lee and Maria's last week.
Oh my gosh. What just happened?
Yeah, I know. You heard it here first. Did Steve voluntarily plug the corn? Have you had the corn yet?
Yes.
Oh, Kev, I haven't even told you this. The corn is fantastic.
The peaches and the plums, the yellow plums.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. So here's, I'll tell you, and
Please do.
I would love it if you purchase from Leah Maria's. But I'll tell you one thing about the corn season this year. So we had extremely cold weather, which made the plants strong.
Yeah.
Then we had unbelievable heat, which generated a lot of sugar.
Mhm.
Then we had rains, which created huge kernels. And then we had cold nights, which made the plants drop all that sugar into the cobs. And I tell you, there could not be a more perfect recipe for sweet corn right now.
And that is wonderful to hear. When you hear, it one of the hardest jobs to me has to be that of a farmer, because you cannot control Mother Nature.
No.
So, drought, bugs, too much rain, whatever. There's always different factors. So to hear something positive
all the time.
Thank you, farmers, and great job.
Yeah.
My mom made a Mexican street corn salad last weekend for dinner. Like I did skirt steaks and Mexican street corn salad.
Gary has to check if he still has steak because we've been going so long.
It was like, the battery's dead. But the kernels of corn that she cut off of those lean, oh my gosh, it was so flavorful. Yeah. And then we bought ears, and I just straight ate off the cob, like fantastic.
Yeah.
So
it's I'll tell you, we grow a different type of seed than a lot of places do, but other stands do have something that's close. But it's the weather is the secret sauce, and it's been great this year. Go support local farmers,
which is nice. Again, local businesses do succeed with support, and we've been proponents of like supporting local, and we all do it. We all eat here.
Yeah,
we all shop here.
Yep.
But it's importance of continuing, right? Like we've got Thai Palace that moved into the town of Kingsville, which another great restaurant. Like we attended in Windsor when that was where their only location was. We had dinner at Thai Palace. Fantastic place to eat. New opportunity for something different in the town. There's other new businesses that are opening uptown. There's the new secondhand clothing store and the old jewelry store that just opened. The gelato place is still open, right? Like Miller's has ice cream in the summer, which, by the way, if you haven't had Miller's ice cream, go have Miller's ice cream. These are things that build character in town. And if we're talking about why we love Kingsville and that small town feel, these are the reasons why. So get out, be a part of the community, experience what it is that we have and all the businesses are featuring, and sample some of the wares, right? Like how many towns do you know that have 4 breweries within that town limit? We have 4 breweries.
Yeah.
4. One Top Dog's getting a beer garden themselves out there.
And the construction looks amazing.
Yeah.
Kyron's doing a great job out there.
I always compare it, to other municipalities. And, when you have the ability to work in different towns like I do, depending on the day, you kind of think about what this has to offer on the restaurant scene and on the farm scene and everything else. And you can't compare. You really
Steve,
can't.
top 5 towns in Essex County.
So I only have to drop 2. I don't know that I could.
Yeah.
I'll drop Lakeshore.
That's a whole community. Jeez.
Oh, River's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
There's nothing wrong with it, but you want top 5? Really?
No,
on the spot?
Really,
I'll give you the top 3.
No. But you're right. And
can we do Kingsville without Cottam?
No, it's a package deal. Package deal. Hey.
There's nothing wrong with
Cottam. It's just out there, right?
I love it.
It's just out there.
Hey, want to know a secret?
No.
That I only tell people after I've drank 75 beers.
I know you're going to put it on air.
I actually kind of like Cottam.
You just love to.
It sort of reminds me of a specific small town.
All right, let's wrap this up.
As it happens. Time. So we're in the middle of summer, right? Like here we are, beautiful day. Now all the clouds went away. I had to put my sunglasses on because it's nice and bright again. Remember, the beer garden's open. Come out, experience the food trucks. And that's another thing that Kingsville Brewery is providing is a little bit more. Are you paddling someone's
Dave,
team?
Too much. It's time. Wrap it up.
Stop. Yeah, you think I do this every episode? It's my turn. But yeah,
it's more for Kevin.
It is more for Kevin. So, But yeah, we get out, experience, come by the beer garden, go to a restaurant, support a local business, be in the community, and all the comments going back to the original or the first part of this episode about the candidates. Understand what it is that you want to portray about what you're running for, and campaign around that so that you can have a meaningful campaign, right? Like thoughtless campaigns are one thing, meaningful campaigns are another. So thanks everyone for listening. Thanks Kim for being a wonderful hostess. And thank you Kingsville Brewery for supporting That Kingsville Podcast for pretty much the entirety of our podcast. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
We're not the news.
And we're not the news.